In football, there are players who don't just play the game. They create a connection that draws fans in. Some players make people fall in love with football simply because of their talent and charisma on the pitch. For many fans, these players are the reason they start following a team or even the sport itself. But then, there's a rare group of players who inspire others to take up football. Watching them perform makes you think, I want to be like that. Whether it's their dribbling, their creativity, or even the sheer joy they bring to the field, these players are special. One name that undoubtedly belongs in this category is Ronaldinho. Ronaldinho wasn't just a footballer. He was an entertainer, a magician, and above all, someone who made football look fun. While Smile was as famous as his skills, and he became one of the most beloved players in the history of the game. Yet, despite all the admiration, Ronaldinho's story is often told as a cautionary tale. How did someone who brought so much joy to the game become a symbol of wasted potential? Let's dive into his incredible journey to understand why, right here on Sports Frenzy TV. First off, let's clarify something. Ronaldinho's full name is Ronaldo de Assis Moreira. That's right, another Ronaldo. To avoid confusion with the legendary Ronaldo Nazario, the Brazilian football community gave him the nickname Ronaldinho, meaning Little Ronaldo. This wasn't just about his name though. As a young player, Ronaldinho was often the smallest on the field, and the nickname stuck. He grew up in Porto Alegre, Brazil, in a family that was deeply connected to football. His father was a part-time player and worked at a shipyard, while his older brother Roberto was a professional footballer. Tragedy struck Ronaldinho's family when he was just 8 years old. After Roberto signed with the Brazilian club Grêmio, the club provided the family with a new house as part of the deal. However, during a celebration, Ronaldinho's father tragically drowned in the swimming pool of their new home. Despite this devastating loss, Ronaldinho's love for football only grew stronger. He began making waves in youth tournaments, often standing out as the best player despite being the youngest. His exceptional talent caught the attention of the Brazilian football scene, and by the time he was 13, Ronaldinho had already made headlines for scoring all 23 goals in a 23-0 victory during a youth tournament. What set Ronaldinho apart from the beginning was his style of play. Growing up, he spent countless hours playing street football and beach football. These informal settings shaped his creativity, close control, and ability to perform in tight spaces. By the age of 18, he had made his senior debut for Grêmio, and it didn't take long for the world to notice his brilliance. Over 3 seasons, Ronaldinho scored 58 goals in 125 matches for the club. But more than his stats, it was his flair and charisma on the field that made him a star. Internationally, Ronaldinho's rise was just as remarkable. He played a key role in Brazil's youth teams, winning the bronze ball at the 1997 FIFA U17 World Championship. By 1999, he was part of Brazil's senior team, contributing to their Copa America triumph. His performances in the FIFA Confederations Cup that same year earned him both the Golden Ball and the Golden Boot. At just 19, Ronaldinho was already one of the most exciting prospects in football. His talent soon attracted the attention of European clubs. Arsenal came close to signing him in 2001, but work permit issues prevented the move. Instead, Ronaldinho joined Paris Saint-Germain or PSG for a modest 5 million euros. It's incredible to think that a player of his caliber was once available for such a low fee, especially when you compare it to the astronomical sums paid for players today. Ronaldinho's time at PSG was a mix of brilliance and controversy. On the pitch, he dazzled fans with his creativity and flair. In his first season, he scored 13 goals and provided 7 assists in 40 appearances, establishing himself as a key player. However, his love for nightlife often clashed with his professional responsibilities. His teammates and coaches grew frustrated with his lack of discipline, but when it came to match day, Ronaldinho always delivered. The 2002 FIFA World Cup was a turning point in Ronaldinho's career. Playing alongside Ronaldo Nazario and Rivaldo, he helped Brazil win the tournament. His stunning free kick goal against England in the quarterfinals remains one of the most iconic moments in World Cup history. After the tournament, Ronaldinho returned to PSG with a new level of confidence. It became clear that he was destined for bigger things. In 2003, Barcelona signed Ronaldinho for 30 million euros, beating out Manchester United in the process. At the time, Barcelona was struggling both on and off the pitch, but Ronaldinho's arrival changed everything. His debut season was nothing short of spectacular. Despite an injury early in the campaign, Ronaldinho helped Barcelona climb from 12th place to finish second in La Liga. His solo goal against Sevilla, scored in the early hours of the morning due to a late kickoff, set the tone for his time at the club. The following seasons were the peak of Ronaldinho's career. In 2004 to 2005, he led Barcelona to their first La Liga title in 6 years and was named FIFA World Player of the Year. The 2005 to 2006 season was even better. Ronaldinho won the Ballon d'Or, helped Barcelona retain the La Liga title, and played a crucial role in their Champions League victory. His performance against Real Madrid in El Clasico, where he scored twice and received a standing ovation from the Santiago Bernabeu crowd, is one of football's most memorable moments. But as Ronaldinho reached the pinnacle of his career, his off-field habits began to catch up with him. His love for partying and lack of discipline affected his performances and his fitness. By the 2007 to 2008 season, he was no longer the player who had lit up the Camp Nou just a few years earlier. Injuries and inconsistency plagued his final season at Barcelona, and the club decided it was time to move on. Ronaldinho joined AC Milan in 2008, hoping to revive his career. While he still produced moments of brilliance, he was no longer the unstoppable force he had once seen. After 2.5 seasons in Italy, he returned to Brazil, where he played the Flamengo, Atletico Mineiro, and other clubs. He even helped Atletico win the Copa Libertadores in 2013, adding another trophy to his collection. Off the field, Ronaldinho's life became increasingly chaotic. Financial troubles, legal issues, and a high-profile arrest in Paraguay for using a fake passport tarnished his legacy. While his story is often used as a warning about the dangers of wasting talent, it's important to remember what he achieved. Ronaldinho inspired a generation of players and fans with his unique style and infectious joy. So how should we remember Ronaldinho? For all his flaws, he remains one of the most gifted players to ever grace a football pitch. His creativity, flair, and ability to perform in big moments made him a true icon of the game. While his career could have lasted longer at the top, the memories he gave us will never fade. If you enjoyed this deep dive into Ronaldinho's journey, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel for more football stories. Ronaldinho's legacy is a reminder that football is not just about trophies. It's about the magic and joy that players like him bring to the game.